President Biden's son Hunter will plead guilty to 2 tax misdemeanors and also reached a deal with federal prosecutors on a felony gun possession charge. That's according to a court filing from the Department of Justice. But House GOP lawmakers have been quick to criticize the Justice Department about the agency's handling of this investigation. Digital producer Mo Hurley joins us with the latest. Mo, good evening.
Hi, Andrea. The DOJ is expected to recommend probation for the tax misdemeanors. According to prosecutors, Hunter Biden owed at least $100,000 in federal taxes in both 2017 and 2018, but did not pay what was due to the IRS by the deadlines. The gun charge will likely be diverted, meaning it will be dismissed if Hunter Biden abides by certain conditions for a period of time. Republicans are speaking out after word of the plea deal came out. Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy says the deal will only strengthen the Oversight Committee's investigation into the Department of Justice.
It continues to show the two-tier system in America. If you are the president's leading political opponent, the DOJ tries to literally put you in jail and give you prison time. If you are the president's son, you get a sweetheart deal. Now, this does nothing to our investigation. It actually should enhance our investigations because the DOJ should not be able to withhold any information now.
Final sentencing decisions will be up to the judge. Now, according to Hunter Biden's attorney, the deal with prosecutors will resolve the long-running federal criminal probe into the president's son. Andrea?
All right, Mo, thank you.